I blinked. Where are we at?
Wait, what?
Welcome back to some more Sonic Heroes. We're in the casino this time with Team Chaotix.
We're bringing kids here.
I'm sorry. Like, I need a clip now. As a what happened?
Yeah. So they'll explain this mission because you can never read it with the loading times in this version of the game. We have to collect a certain amount of rings to beat this one. It depends on your mission as always, but I believe in this mission it's like 200 rings or something like that. So what they intend for you to do is to either play through the level to find more rings, or better yet, just play the slots on the pinball tables here, because that's the easier way to rack up rings real fast. But there is a glitch here that you can abuse to actually make this child's play.
Oh no.
And we're going to be showing it off here in just a second.
Every time you say that phrase, Lester, I just like, oh, so we're gonna have Chucky be in this game now.
I mean, not really. We're just going to have one of our friends here just jam themselves inside of a slot machine. A little awkward to do, but as the flight character, shoot your teammate onto the table, get him jammed, hear this noise that haunts your sleep, and you win.
Excuse me?
So what happens there is when you shoot your teammate on the table with Thunder Shoot, and they go inside one of the slot machines, they get stuck in there, so they're constantly cycling through all the rewards. So there's a set of rewards there, but the only one that actually matters to you is the ring reward, and you keep on getting that constantly. So you can use that glitch to get infinite rings in just a matter of, like, seconds.
Now, what was this mission? Because I blinked and I didn't see it.
So you just have to collect 10 chips here on the table.
Okay.
Luckily, just read the subtitles there because our person who hired us for this job, which they are still going unnamed, they tell you what the mission is beginning a level, so if you miss it from the loading screen, you still have some dialogue that tells you what the mission is, which is good they do that, especially in a case like this.
Well, unfortunately for you, I can't really read the subtitles very well because, well,
yeah, I know how we record it would be always different. I'm more or less saying for the people at home watching, or just if you're playing this game.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that, Lester. I'm on my computer, and something is in the middle of the screen.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah. That's what I mean, like how we're recording this, your vision is impaired a bit.
My vision's kind of impaired right now. You know, luckily I haven't complained about that in like a couple weeks now.
So you just reset the counter then, huh?
You know, I've just accepted it now.
I haven't complained. I just complained.
I meant before this.
You gotta change that sign that says, in your case, it's not how many days since last incident, it's how many days since last screen complaint. You gotta change it back to 0.
Yeah. I gotta change it to 0 now.
So one nice thing you can do with Team Chaotix here is that since SBO goes by himself when you use his invisibility move here, you can actually use SBO by himself on these pinball tables, and then when you're done, you can either bring the teammates back to you, or you can swap to one of the other teammates and go back to where they are to reset your status to go back to like where you began. So in that case, that set of pinball tables there, if I missed one of those chips and wanted to try again, I could just swap back to one of my teammates, and I could have just started from scratch.
Huh.
In fact, I can actually show it here, because I'm going to go on this table with SBO, and then I'm going to swap back to one of the other teammates up above to continue playing the level once we're done here. This also is a safer thing to do, because if your teammates fall into a void here on a pinball table, remember, they just disappear from your team. They're out of play. So this keeps it safe.
It's like, I don't have to save time doing that.
And again, I save teammate, because if anything happens, I can swap to the other two and get SBO back almost instantly.
Come on, pinball. I know Lester doesn't like it, but come on, man.
Oh, pinball in this game is super awkward. And it's pretty busted, too, so it does not help things.
Wait, whoa, what?
Yeah, speaking of busted. Yeah, because I swapped on an instant, the camera didn't know where to go, and it got confused.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, you see what he's doing, Amber? with the bubble gum.
How does he hold it that long? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, really. Normally that thing pops right away when I blow a bubble.
Man, you just flew through some of these levels. That one, using that one glitch in the first level was really helpful.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing there, because otherwise you would just see me go in these slot machines constantly trying to get rings, so, we'll just show off the other way.
Wait, you didn't have the body moving around?
Yeah, I failed it.
Oh.
Remember, it's a frame-perfect trick, and this game runs in 60, so you don't have much time to react.
You got 60 chances real quick.
Yeah, 1/60th of a chance.
Thanks for the team blast.
So I hope you like hearing screaming a lot, because we're going to be doing Team Blast a lot in this fight. It's super easy to get Team Blast with Team Chaotix because of how many rings they get, just from using the Team Blast. And as you can see, when the meter's still depleting, if you continue to kill enemies, you still get Team Blast.
What the heck?
So it's super easy to fill up your Team Blast meter with this team.
And I see Eggman's in the background. Okay, he's making a cameo.
Yeah, he really wanted me noticed.
Notice me, senpai.
Look at all those rings.
Oh my gosh, you have 300 rings in this fight.
Yep.
And you're not even done yet.
No. We're like only around halfway at this point.
Oh my God.
Poor Eggman can't even get his lines out.
At this point, I hope Eggman has some earplugs.
$524 rings. Oh my gosh.
You can only keep on going up from here.
Then Sonic appears and just takes Melissa as my rings.
Now just imagine if you die, if you get hit once, you lose all of that.
Uh-huh. It's very punishing.
Your ring bonus is gonna be amazing.
Too bad you don't get ring bonuses in the boss fights.
Oh, you don't?
You only get time bonus. That's all you get. The ranks for the boss fights are always based on how fast you beat them.
674, jeez.
Oh my god.
Time to give up. Gosh, look at all that bonus. All these bonuses. I got so many bonuses. I can't hold all these bonuses.
Yeah, look at all that. I got too many rings, so it had to put one of the counters on top of another one.
This game is like, what are you doing
It's
to
like,
me?
Lester, stop it! Stop! Please have mercy on me.
Where did all those robots come from?
You better get an A rank, jeez.
Yeah, but how fast we were just destroying those guys, yeah, I better have gotten the rank.
Oh my god. It literally could not handle anything you were doing there.
This is what I was talking about in one of the previous parts. Out of all the teams, Chaotix has the most spammable Team Blast because of how many rings you get. And by the time you get all those rings from just using a Team Blast on a group, it insta-fills the bar. So you can just keep on using it over and over again until you just win.
I want to say that was a developer oversight.
Probably because they probably didn't think, oh, a player would probably use Team Blast in like hordes of enemies and just get ring bonuses for days.
And then cause me to get another one.
Hey! A good snipe. At least I don't hit Vector.
Yeah. Too bad. Good thing it only hit Vector. He's craning into the endless void, but, you know, it's okay. He'll be alright.
Thanks, assholes! I'm deducting your pay.
I need to play Heroes again. I haven't, like I said before, I haven't played it in a long time. And
It was
now
fun.
you're making me want to play it again, Lester.
It's a good game. Very underrated in the whole series.
Yeah. I gotta definitely understand that. I still feel like, in my opinion, I feel like the most underrated Sonic game is still Unleashed, but that's just my opinion because I honestly think that Unleashed is actually a pretty good game. It isn't bad. Like, yeah, like I understand why people don't like the Werehog stages in that game, but I don't know. I felt like they were fun, well implemented in a way. The only minor complaint I had with them was the endless looping music that was unnecessary.
Yeah, I mean, that is a big detractor, but luckily, if you play like on the PS3 or 360 and just like use your own music, it kind of fixes that issue a bit.
Yeah.
Not exactly sure how you do it on the Xbox One though, since that has a weirder way for you playing music.
Yeah. What a...
Are those Eggman's robots? Let's go.
Didn't Unleashed, when you were playing the Werehog stages, didn't it not have drop shadows though?
Yeah, that's what made platforming really difficult in certain stages, mainly Eggman Land.
Yeah, drop shadows are kind of important. Yes, I stress this. If you're going to make a modern day 3D platformer, please, for the love of God, have drop shadows under your characters because it makes platforming so much easier.
Yeah, really. It's next to impossible to platform in certain sections when you can't see a drop shadow, so you don't know where you're landing. That's what made Eggman Land a frustrating mess to play as with the Werehog, because you just couldn't see where you were jumping.
I don't know, my depth perception's horrible. So it's like, if I have a drop shadow, at least that helps mitigate that problem a lot.
Yeah, because then you can see where you're falling.
Speaking of falling.
And we never took the intended path, ever, in this stage when we got to that point. Because you have a flight character, why not just fall?
What is the mission in this one?
This one's just get to the goal ring, so there's no mission really.
Oh, they decided to say, I can't think of one.
Yeah, pretty much. Story-wise, it's pretty much, hey, you're getting close to where I should be, the client, so just get to me, please.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what's being implied at this time, because we've seen it at this point with every other team, but this is not really Eggman's real base of operations. This is just a front because he's not really here. And we're going to have that issue again at this point, so our client isn't here either.
He lied to us.
I thought you were gonna fall there for a second. I was like, how are you hanging on?
If I fall with a flight character, I'd be confused. Like, I have a flight meter. I can fly.
It's like, my team is called Flight for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know how that just happened.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to swap rails there. I was just trying to stay on the current one. And I just flipped out.
What? Why? Why? You're right there.
I need the points. I need the points. Must have more rings.
Roger.
Like, literally, if he would just let it just go, he would have landed right in the goal
I
line. But he's
know.
like, nope, I gotta activate Team Life first.
He wanted to hear the music again, didn't you know?
Feet.
My favorite song.
Ninja
Screaming.
Screaming for days.
That's just how he expresses how much he hates newer Sonic games, apparently.
Forces. Ah!
Okay, so you gotta find capsules now?
Yeah. There's 30 we need to destroy here, but as you've guessed at this point, if you're playing the extra mission, you have to destroy them all, and there's a lot more than 30.
Thanks, camera. I love you too.
The capsules also have some weird, like, pop-in issues, so sometimes you'll just notice the capsules just kind of pop into existence.
Did you just clip through that gate?
Yeah, you can also clip through the gate, but I don't think I clipped through in that instance. You can actually, like, do a ground pound, like, right next to, like, the dash pad on that rail from the other side of the gate and then hit the rail. But it's a little buggy.
I'm so glad in 3D Sonic games they don't make you go careening off the side of the edge. At least they have the common courtesy say, and you have the character just like, you know, I'm about to fall kind of animation, and he automatically stops you.
True, because I do stop you. Although you do say that, but sometimes you can get a weird sideways angle when you're just trying to walk, and then you do careen off the edge.
So running's fine. Run all you want to, but if you're just walking, screw that.
Use that pole to go up. Let's go.
Screw walking. Who wants to walk anyway?
Yeah, really. That's for the peasants. I can grind.
Grinding and speed dashing or spin dashing. Rock excelling.
I mean, with this game, spin dashing doesn't even exist.
I mean, rock excel. Sorry. I'm sorry, purist.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't blame you for not remembering about the Rocket Excel, because this is the only game it really featured in.
Uh-oh. We get to hear the bad singing yet again.
Well, not right now, luckily.
Oh my gosh. You know how nervous I was?
Careful not to fall. I'm falling!
I always get so scared whenever I go around that area.
Yeah, that's why if you're not comfortable platforming on that tiny little platform like that, swap to the flight character. As you've seen there, that's why you should, because it can save you in a pinch.
Nah, I just want to hear I'm falling again.
I'm falling!
I wonder where this cannon is.
I'm guessing if you miss them, you have to go back.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you were playing the extra mission and having to get every capsule, that would be a problem, and you would backtrack at that point. So try not to miss them.
Okay. This looks fun, I have to admit. This part right here.
Yeah. Just don't hit the enemies.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's any spike balls in this section for Team Chaotix,
Oh, okay.
so it's fine.
Dark has the spike balls.
Yeah.
At a distance.
It feels like one.
Yeah, really.
You know, I haven't even bothered looking at your life count this whole entire playthrough.
Well, it keeps on changing per team. Like, even if I was still playing this game on the same console, it wouldn't matter for the life count because each team has their own different life counter.
Well, I kind of figured, but like, I mean, like,
Yeah, so Team Sonic can have 99 lives, while Team Rose can have 3.
this is a place for Vector. Vector's like, yeah, I'm already flying right through it.
Out of all the teams' glides, this one makes the least sense. How's this working?
We're fine.
They had to figure out some way to. They say, okay, Vector can glide. Okay, he's a giant alligator. How the hell does he glide? Bubblegum. It's like the same with Big the Cat. Big the Cat can glide. Wait, how the hell can Big the Cat fly? Parasol.
I mean, that one makes more sense because Kirby does the same thing.
Yeah.
But bubblegum?
Yeah, that's what's a little more far-fetched. So, I only have 3 more capsules to hit, so I could destroy the train and then go to a different section of the level, or I could just take this warp point right here, which takes me past the cart section. And conveniently for me, there's a couple capsules right here. But first, I must scream.
But first, I must scream. I have no ears, I have no mouth, and I must scream. And then a little annoying robotic voice is like, "Mission complete."
The work of professionals.
Does that voice sound familiar? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. Yeah, it's probably nothing.
Yeah, probably.
That must be.
Oh man,
what we do.
it's the same boss as you fought 5 times.
But this time, it's the final time we fight this boss.
Piece of cake. Radio cannon. Open fire. Looks pretty tough. Are we ready?
What do they have to do with me? I don't know, but they're here on my property, so beat this ever-living snot out of them.
That it?
And then you proceed to beat the ever-living snot out of him.
Yeah, this is actually one of the cases where Eggman's in the right. Like, hey, get out of my house.
Who invited you?
Destroy.
Well,
So much
okay.
for those rings.
Yeah, so much for those rings.
You had to get in that one pot shot. I don't even know what hit me there, because I got hit in the cutscene, so I didn't see what hit me.
That'll shut him up for a while.
That'll shut him up for a while.
He says to Charmy, because, dear God, please stop talking.
I mean, until at least next part, and then we have to hear his
Guess that Eggman was
singing
right
again.
after all.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know what? Our client sure seems to know a lot about this Dr. Eggman guy.
Definitely an agent. A relative, perhaps. Strangely enough, I had the same weird feeling about our client's real identity. It could be you know.
Now I wonder who could know a lot about Eggman.
Who is you know who, huh? Do you want to explain? Because Charmy isn't smart.
Well, apparently that doll didn't do the liquefy thing yet again.
Yeah, I mean, it's Team Chaotix. No one remembers Team Chaotix.
Even the real mastermind behind everything, he's just like, I don't know.
I heard they're singing. I don't think it's worth it.